samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and to that freedom for all beings. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.
Namaste.
So now if you have any questions for Gordon, this would be a time for you to ask.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I studied with a person in Michigan in Pennsylvania, but really, these are my teachers right here, and teacher right here. So that's who teaches me.
Yeah.
Was it louder?
I was in a rock band for 4 years, and on some of the performances, I got into the bubble, I would say. I forgot about the audience. I don't know if that's a good idea, but everything flowed. And that's the way that I felt from you from 1 minute after you began. So is that what you feel, or any thoughts?
It's just flowing. That's
Yes.
all. We just have to flow. You know, a lot of times I'm just as guilty as anyone else. Sometimes I don't flow, and that's when things get bad. You know, not bad, but So yeah. So, and it's so much. To me, it's so much easier to flow with instruments like this because they're just flowing you into the other, from the bowls. Actually, from the Mayan, I'm not Mayan, but the Aztecs, all this just flows into each other. Yeah. And then, of course, the pièce de résistance is the gong,
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Is that Saturn on the
Yes.
gong? And what note is it?
Let's see what we say here. D. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. This is Dantian right here. So if you're having problems with your Dantian, this is a great gong to work with the Dantian when you're stopped up in this area. Yeah, actually, what I was having to me about 3 months ago, I was having some really problems with my Dantian and not letting things go from there that I should have known to let go. Yeah. Any other questions, maybe? Yes.
I just want to know that shirt you're wearing is so gorgeous. I
Oh,
was
thank you.
wondering, is that embroidery?
Yes, this is, I go to the Amazon, and I work with ayahuasca shamans. And ayahuasca is a boy, how do you tell this? But it's a place where they go for healing. And these shamans, you have to, they call it the rope of the dead, and it's a drink that you have to drink. And then when you drink, you leave your body. And then sometimes the shaman will go with you sometimes they don't. And so this is where, and this is actually a song that the Shipibo, this is called from the Shipibo tribe, and they make weavings, but these weavings are songs. Yeah, this is just part of the song, and yeah.
The colors, everything is just
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Is it South America?
Yeah, sure. Shipibo is South America. Yeah, it's Peru, mostly Peru. Yeah. And it's almost a dying tribe. And I work with some people, Don Jose, and some other people that are in the United States, and we're working on. For instance, I sell these
Designs. Yeah.
songs. They make drawings of it, and these are the real ones. Now, this one here is not the real one, kind of. This is the one that I had years ago. But now I have a number of them that are just the ones that tell you what the songs are about. And like, for instance, a song might be strength and longevity or something, and this is what they weave into with their own hands, and the light that comes from them goes into that. You know, so they're just amazing. And they're almost like a breed of culture. They probably have 26,000 of the people left alive because of all the oil companies and things like that that destroy their land. Yeah, it's really just a...
Have you ever met Graham Hancock?
Oh, yeah, I haven't met him, but yes, I've read
He
his
he talks about that a lot.
Definitely,
YouTube
yeah.
videos,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I highly recommend you going to the Amazon and working with ayahuasca, because it opens up a lot of things in your body. It opens up a lot of your ways of thinking, just a lot of things. And it's like the shamans are very kind, and so I highly recommend, if you want to go to these places, you need to go, because I don't know how long they'll even be available. Yeah. Anything else?
I was wondering why the symbol Saturn's on there.
What now?
You said that's the
Saturn.
Saturn
Vibration. Yeah.
vibration?
I call it a vibration, yeah. It's a node also, basically. Yeah.
What's the correlation with Saturn?
The correlation with Saturn is it's kind of like I was saying, it's a kind of a strict thing where it's I don't know how to explain it. It's more like it's a very calm, but it's very if you can just think of Saturn, Saturn extremely it's very serious, you know, in what it's doing with your work into your body. And so if you want to, you can, Gong's Unlimited, they'll have everything that you want to know about it, you know. But the vibration has to do with the lower dantian. Okay, so that's what people are working with, because they have problems. We all have sometimes problems with letting go of things from our solar plexus. And so that's why this one works really well with that. And I think a lot of people I know, I've been working on it myself. So that's pretty much what it is. It's a very, I don't want to say it's serious, it's just a very,
Business-like.
pretty much, yeah, take care of business.
Thad might be able to tell you some things as well.
Could be,
Thad over there.
oh, yeah.
Can you help me out with that?
I can.
Saturn has a lot to do with structures and foundations,
Right.
but also breaking apart those older things that no longer serve you and then building new ones.
Very good, yes.
Also has to do with self-mastery.
Okay.
We're very hard on ourselves. Don Juan is like chronic Saturn.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, think about
I'm
it.
learning a lot. This is awesome. You're right on. Yeah. It's good. Anything else?
I was wondering about the sound when you were like drumming,
Going this way?
but then it was also making another sound. Does it have like
Multiple sounds. Oh, yeah, definitely. And
Okay, so it kind of takes on both.
it takes on its own character.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, and like, I've had times, with the Saturn gong, like if you can imagine taking ayahuasca and playing Saturn gong, and when you do, you absolutely disappear.
Yeah.
We didn't do that time.
What's that? Let's do that, really? Okay. We have a little bit of time.
Everyone check on your chairs.
But, yeah. Anything else?
A Satori trip over there,
Satori.
that's what we'll plan.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's-
What did she say?
A Satori trip.
Talk to me about, maybe checking out some of the bowls I've already got, but do you do classes on, training on ways you can use the bowls, different methods, for the people that want to buy bowls and start using them? Or do you do
Well,
anything like that?
Yeah, I can tell you, I can help you out with that. It's not a problem. Just what I'm trying to, I guess, even with my teacher, Mitch Noor, and he tells me this all the time also. It's like, and a lot of one of my friends is a lady, and she's really advanced. And she keeps saying, it teaches you itself. You don't really need to go to a place and spend a lot of money to learn all this. If you want to, it's fine. It's fun. But, I'm sorry.
I know a man who teaches guitar at Berklee School of Music in Boston, and he teaches his students to play from the heart, and he teaches them very little in the notes, and he has waiting lists semester after semester.
I agree.
And they find their own music.
You have to. That's what it's all about. It's finding your own music that's inside us.
And he's, of course, a miracle student, so no wonder.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So, it's like, the first time before all this, it was like when I first got into this, I met this guy. He's a really nice guy, but he's in California, and so I bought some bowls from him, and then I had to go to his schools and how to do all this stuff. And I really, at first thought I didn't know that much. So, oh yeah. And so I bought all these bowls from him and all this stuff, and then I went to this one guy, Mitch Noor, and he goes, man, you don't need all these bowls. All you need is maybe 3 bowls, and work with them, and they'll work with you. And so, because he approaches it from a shamanic.
Yes.
Whereas the other guy, and I'm not saying it's not a bad way to do it, it's just a different way of doing it. In my opinion.
I could tell when you were playing from the sound that what you have is a relationship with them.
Oh, definitely.
There's an interconnection between you and the bowl and the sound.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's what makes them so beautiful.
It just flows. When it starts flowing, then everything works out. Is that enough?
No, it's never enough.
There is a CD he has up here also, I forgot to mention.
Oh, by the way, anything, I know
CD
you're
they
doing
have.
something in urban yoga, what else? Let's let everybody know.
I'm probably going to do, I've already done one show at urban yoga, and they're working on in March, late March, we don't know the date yet, but I'm going to have another, just basically what we just did. Yeah.
Urban yoga.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Have you ever been approached to do a theme song like for a movie or something? I think that gong, I think you could do it great. While they were running a credits or something.
I don't know, but you should go look up, what was it? Go look up, what's the gong place? Hello, where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Okay. Gongs Unlimited, sorry, Gongs Unlimited.
There you go.
Go to Gongs Unlimited, and they'll tell you everything. I mean, they're very have a lot of humor to them when they work with you, like if you want to buy a gong. If you're interested in a gong, and I propose everyone should get a gong. Really, I mean, you need a gong. It doesn't have to be a big gong, just get a gong. To heal yourself. Because that's what what are we here about? Healing ourselves, correct?
Steve's friend Tony was one of your first fans in our first gong meditation.
Oh, okay. It's fun. I'm sorry.
Why do you use these? Because I have a beautiful crystal gong that I use that I got from the man in Austin, Texas that makes them all.
Okay, so here's my... I just don't resonate with crystal bowls. Okay, and also I would say that people who have them, be very careful with pets or children, young children, because it can be very, very aggressive. These crystal bowls. So you gotta be careful. That's my only caveat with that is that you don't put that next to a child or, you know, whatever, because I think it's just too invasive to these children and to pets.
Even if you're not playing it?
Oh, no, I mean, when you're playing it, yeah.
Yeah, of course, yes.
She can't handle them, and there's more people that don't like the high frequency.
Yeah.
But there's some people that don't have a problem with it.
Right.
So
I can understand.
it's just,
I did mean to say something about the whistles ahead of time, because some people really react strongly to the whistles too, so.
Did you have a problem with the
No, a
whistles?
couple people
I love
had
it.
intense, yeah, well, some that didn't really.
Oh, okay.
But a few
Well, that
people
means
just-
you're open.
Yeah, no matter what it means, sometimes it just hurt, and
Really?
it is beyond comfort for some people, so we have.
Did you have a problem?
I'm a little close, but no, I've never had a problem. And the first time, the first gong bath, you would go, and you admitted, you know, you toned it back. And it took some patience even for me. I'm like Tony loved, I was surprised that Tony was really taking it. But yeah, we need to just talk
When I
about
first started, I had the earth gong. This thing was huge, you know? And so the problem with the earth gong to me was, it was so huge, it was so overwhelming to these people that let's say for instance I do a gong bath.
It was awesome.
We can't, you
It was
can't now.
awesome. You did the gong bath with the earth, and it was awesome.
I love the girl.
It was-
He got
yes.
rid of that one. My favorite.
You can't do a gong bath anymore, right? Didn't somebody copyright that?
Well,
Whatever.
yeah, but I know the gentleman. He's the
Okay. I just heard about that later.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Wasn't that you, that before we moved over here at the old place, that had
Yes.
the big
yes,
gong in the middle of?
that was him.
When it mentioned on somewhere in what we heard about tonight, it said that we might be sharing things about one of our favorite experiences.
Sure, we definitely want to do that. Now, let me jump in and we'll.
Okay.
We'll
Wait
just-
till.
Well, yeah, I mean, several things here. Yeah, if you got a favorite, we might just do it in groups afterwards and everything. We're gonna do a quick closing meditation after our announcements. This is our door prize. I want to go ahead and jump to this, but I want to make sure that y'all knew what was coming up, because I knew he did a really successful event in Urban Yoga and was planning.
What I was going to say though, real quick, is like the first time I did a gong bath for someone, it was kind of funny because like the first time I did it, I had like a couple of people running out the door, you know, and so I go, what am I doing wrong, you know? But it wasn't anything I was doing wrong. It's just they weren't able to deal with it.
That's it.
That's the way, you know.
And we had
And then
to-
what happened was, I'm sorry, but then when it happened about the fourth time, you wonder why did it come 4 times, right? Okay, but when the 4th time, the lady comes out and said, "Can you play it louder?"
You'll always have that, but it's like you broached the subject a few years ago. Nobody would mention ayahuasca.
Okay,
And
right.
see, that's a similar thing right there. So I've heard people just love it, but there's some people just want to stay away from it.
Oh, I understand
Because
that.
one-
It's not for
probably-
everybody, believe me.
I don't remember who it was, but one was saying if you don't throw your guts up, you'll
You're not getting your money's worth.
Were you the one that said that?
Yeah.
Okay, it was Gordon that said that.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, for a lot of people, they're just not going to try.
Well, first thing, it cleanses
But
the
anyway,
inside.
not to get off on that either. We were talking about the intensity and such as that. That's just something, in a situation like that, we have to deal with that. So, yeah, anyway, not a big thing. So.
I'll leave it to you now.
I just wanted to say one more thing about the bowls that I forgot to mention.
Come over here real quick.
That
And she's
all
gonna say it real
of
quickly.
these, all of these bowls are 200 to 300 years old.
300 to 400.
300 to 4, so,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So they're all ancient bowls, they're not,
And I mean,
They're not
I know
new.
somebody said, how do you know? Okay, well, I could tell you real quick, but I don't know if you're, all I can just say is this bowl here, it's thin, right here. So what's happened for years and years and years is going, and it wears this on, wears this down to where it's almost,
it can break.
you know, and so this could break. That's why the antique ones, you gotta be very careful because they're very thin because they're like 300 or 400 years old.
He's going to stick around, so if you,
Sure.
you ask him more questions, probably while he's breaking down. The whole effort was he gets up early on Saturday, so I was trying to make sure that he gets out. You know.
I'll be fine.
But
I'm revved up
and I
now.
know that too
Yeah.
as well. So, but Brenda has just got real quickly. Where is your new?
Oh, I just reopened just a small room to
Didn't
do
you say you brought
healing.
some cards?
I did, they're up
Yes,
there
right
on the
here.
table.
Okay.
I closed down the Body, Mind, Spirit Center, but I
Yeah,
just
that was a
opened
couple
one
of,
little
3 years
office.
ago, right?
2 years ago.
2 years ago,
actually, yeah.
okay. That's a whole other story there.
Totally.
But she's back and.
But no yoga except for privately, just healing work in that one small little room.
Well, one of the things, since you mentioned, thank you, Steve, for bringing that up, or Dharma, whoever brought up about the memory. So if you have any experiences or anything you want to share, we'll have to do that one-on-one. But whatever I was going to say, I just forgot already. But
And these are my CDs, if you're interested
yes,
in it.
okay.
They have songs with the songs of it's called Where the Spirits Meet, and it's a different. I mean, it's completely different than you'll imagine because it has songs of the
How much?
$8.
$8, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, it has a number of things that are just kind of cool, so it'll be good.
Why don't we give one away as a door prize?
Sure.
We'll
Oh,
buy
that
one
sounds
from you
good.
and do that.
Sounds good.
This is our door prize, incidentally, and decided that we'd give away, we had 3 of these. It's one of Arthur's, and I didn't bring the information of what it is and such, but I
It'll
think it's
be
like
on
an
the
old.
website.
Yeah, it'll have to be on the website, maybe. I mean, most things on there, but there's a few that aren't. But anyway, I think they were 35 or 45 years ago, but then they, prints weren't selling as much. But we usually raise a few dollars on the extra door prize tickets, but what we're going to try to do is we're going to give this as a door prize, and whatever that we significantly earn, we will send to Dawn and get her before that's Dawn is his widow, and so we want to, and we'll give them as a secondary, we'll do this.
Phil, I was going to give away a ticket to Unity Fest as well.
Okay.
So.
Is it one ticket?
Yep.
Okay. That's what those were. We were wondering.
Yeah,
what those were.
I've got some
real quick.
coupons.
Tell them just the basics.
Yeah, Unity Fest is on March 21st. A lot of speakers, vendors, things like that. Music. It's a charity auction. I've got some $5 off coupons for everyone who's interested, and hopefully I can get with you here pretty soon. So.
Great.
Where is it?
Glen Rose.
Glen Rose, Texas. If y'all want to sell some door prize tickets, they're going to come around and we'll sell those 2 for $1. And so buy a bunch because it's all going to Arthur's widow or whatever she chooses.